In this video, I'm going to talk about how to get a job in SAP and why to get a job in SAP. So there's 90% of Fortune 500 companies use SAP. So which means there's a lot of demand for SAP consultants, SAP staff, and there's a lot of opportunity for you. So there's two ways by which you can get into SAP. So one is new SAP implementations, and the second one is production support for an existing SAP software system. So the first one is new SAP implementation. So this is when companies are installing and setting up SAP for the first time. So what happens is company will do an assessment and say the existing software that we use, a legacy system, is not working out anymore. So we have to move on to a new software that's better, that's bigger, that's more robust, that's faster. So they'll make an assessment. They'll shop around and see which is the best software that meets their needs, and then they'll go, okay, we're going to use SAP. So once they come to a conclusion that they want to go with SAP, the next step is to find a company that can implement SAP. So it's like they're called SAP integrators. So like Accenture, Deloitte, IBM, KPMG, there's a lot of them, depending on the budget of the company. And then they'll get with them. These companies will come in and do an assessment. They'll do requirements gathering. They'll understand what's the scope of this SAP implementation, how many units are coming on SAP, how many plans, how much data needs to be converted into SAP. So they will do an assessment, and that phase is called requirements gathering. And then there's blueprinting, there's analysis, there's design, there's build, there's test, there's deploy, and then the SAP system goes live. So there's usually projects anywhere from 1 to 2 years, 3 years to go through all these steps, and then the SAP software goes live, and then it goes into production support, which is long-term maintenance, and that's like a whole different phase. So for most newbies, you should get a job in an SAP implementation, and I will tell you why you should get a job in doing those SAP implementations. So it's going to be one of many ways by which you can get into SAP. So when you get on an SAP implementation, most likely you will be asked to accept a traveling job. So you have to be open to travel, and I will tell you why you should take that opportunity. If you're someone in your early 20s, or in your 20s, in your late 20s, in your early 30s, it's still okay to travel. You don't have a lot of responsibility, and you can travel and learn. So you can be on an SAP implementation in different roles. Most likely you will start off as a tester or an ABAP coder, and then slowly you will learn about the system. You will learn, how to test, what transaction codes to use, how the SAP system works, what are different SAP tables, how to configure the system, what are different phases of the project, how to work with different client people. You improve your communication skills, how to work towards deadlines, how to work in a crunch time. You will grow and evolve slowly as an SAP professional. So my recommendation is be open to travel, get a job, travel for a few years, and you will grow and evolve and become much more in demand as your skill set grows and expands. So where should you start? How should you go about this? So step one is upload your resume on sapaccess.com. Upload your resume on sapaccess.com. Why sapaccess.com? Because we are working hard to get you a job in SAP. Upload your resume and upload a video resume. So the question will be, why should we upload a video resume? A video resume will give the hiring manager a quick a quick insight into why they should hire you for the job. So a lot of times hiring managers will look at a paper resume and then they'll go, oh, but I don't know this candidate. I don't know anything about, I don't know if they have the communication skills for the role. And so once they watch a little 30-second video of you just reading like the summary of your resume, they're going to be more open to talking to you and hiring you for the job. So as a hiring manager, as somebody who's been involved in hiring people, it's easier to hire people you know. So if you know someone, you're more likely to hire them. So that's why make a 30-second video of you reading the summary of your resume, anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, and upload that on sapaccess.com. And we are going to work hard to get you a job in SAP. Anyway, so getting back to the other way to get a job is in production support. Production support is a much more stable job. You will get a job. You will work in the same city most of the time, at the same place. Your growth is going to be slower. You're not going to grow as fast. If you work on SAP implementations, those are much more rapid action. There's much more fast-paced versus production support is much more slow-paced and stable. So there's more growth opportunity if you join SAP implementations, and your skill set will expand much faster for a young candidate, and you will grow and evolve faster. And in a few minutes, I'm going to talk about how and why that's going to help you in the years to come. So what happens is with different projects you work on, as you travel and you work on different projects, you learn new skill sets. You learn to work with different people. You learn about personalities. You learn about strengths of different people. You work with them and you learn about SAP. You understand how the system is set up, how the different pieces come together, why companies choose SAP. You understand what is configuration, what is customization. You understand how to do the right step, which is reports, interfaces, conversions, enhancements, forms. You understand what basis and security does, what is GRC. You learn all that. So the more different projects you are in, different roles that you're in, you will grow and expand your skill set, and then when you come out at the other end, you are someone in high demand because you have all the skill sets like these companies need, and you will get paid much more down the line. So you have to invest some of your time today so you can be in a better place tomorrow. So start off by putting your resume on sapaccess.com and a tiny video. You can shoot that with your cell phone, 30 seconds to a minute, and upload that on sapaccess.com. So a few reasons why you should get an SAP. One is it's a niche skill set. Two is there's traveling opportunities. The more skills you have, the more in demand you will be. So I would like to leave you at the end of this video. Say, go check out sapaccess.com. Leave a comment below about what you think. And if you have any questions, you need help with anything, let me know. Thank you for watching.